Welcome to Line Can Ranch in Athens, Texas. I got something a little different. It's a very economical air rifle. I meant to write down what I gave for it. Something I found on eBay. I've never heard of it before, never seen one before, never shot one before. This is the Lancer Tactical in 22 caliber. It can be had in 177. We'll look at it around here. We're going to swing it around. It does have a licensed Realtree Edge stock on it. Pretty much the same story on the other side. We can kind of scan it real quick. Come around here. Everything you see here is what was in the box. Now this was, I know, a eBay purchase. And here we are. So let's go over it real quick. This is a 22 caliber. It's called the Lancer Tactical. They are made in China. And 22 caliber. It says in a box they do 1,000 feet per second. And the barrel length is 18.3. The overall length is 43 inches. And the overall weight is 5.7 pounds. Now, starting from the back, moving forward, it's got a nice, kind of a stiff rubber with some stippling on it, armrest, pretty solid on the stock. Maybe a little hard to see it with the sun the way it is, but there's some like diamond cut stippling right here and on the other side. And you have the same thing here down the stock. One thing I want to talk about is something I've never seen before. The other scope I had on this wouldn't work. Is right here in the back is a little lever thing, and if you push that over, like all the way over, you can see the back of it sticking straight up, hopefully. And then if you push it all the way, now that's to my right, but going back to the left is fire, all the way over is safe. And then bring it back down to fire is like so. And there you go. Very unusual safety. It appears to have a metal trigger. In fact, I know it has a metal trigger. And I'll explain how I've pinched my finger a number of times on it. But it does have an 11 millimeter dovetail. This is a scope that came with it. Kind of a cheapy 4x32 scope. Need to tighten that up just a little bit. And if we come down, this is kind of different. I'm used to having the rear sights where they're green and the front sights red. In this case, these front sights are fiber optic red. You can adjust it for elevation and windage. Come down, something I really like, has a green fiber optic hooded, piece there in the end. I like that a lot because, if you're moving around or whatever, it's real easy to break that fiber optic. And what else can I tell you? Spring piston. And it's not too loud. It's a little hard when I first got it to get it to open. Well, if I get it up here, pretty easy to cock, just like that. I'll shove one in here. A little harder to close. I have to kind of whip it a little bit. We'll put that back down on fire. We're going to turn around. And there you go. So, maybe in a real urban area, not the quietest, but where I'm at, I can get away with it. And I've been playing with it for a couple of days now. I had another scope, and I was having a little problem with it, so I just went ahead, since I was going to do the review. It should show you the gun, scope mounts, and the scope that came with it. And I think I gave like I think it was $119 for this on eBay, and probably $7.99 or $6.99 shipping. So now I got it. So, you know, down here the trigger guard is that fiber, you know, plastic or carbon fiber. I got kind of a stubby finger. Now this trigger has a lot of travel before it gets to that breaking point. And then it's kind of crunchy, maybe 10-pound trigger pull or more, but I made it work. I was thinking about maybe trying to find a trigger boot and put it on there and maybe kind of stop all that nonsense, but I got other ways to go around it. There's no cutouts on the end of the trigger to kind of keep your finger steady. It's just very smooth, but it is metal. And the sights appear to be metal up here, you know, right, this piece. Of course, this end piece is going to be kind of a hard plastic. Not too bad of a bluing job. It's not like the best, but it's all right. I really don't know much else what to say about it. I've been playing with it. She tried to shoot it. She just couldn't get that trigger to work for her, but she's not working it off the deal like I am. So, but this is the Lancer Tactical. Now, Lancer has made a number of airsoft guns. I guess for a while I looked it up, but they also have some very unique pellet rifles, and they've got even one that a little more tipsier out in price than this one, where the barrel kind of recoils in and comes back out. It's supposed to be like a zero recoil type air gun. So they got some with really weird looking stocks on them. You could probably get on you know, like Lancer air rifles. I looked them up. That's how I found all those. A lot of them are out of stock right now, but the ones I was most interested are still in stock. So I guess they moved into the actual pellet gun type scene. So I just saw this on eBay and thought, well, that's kind of a trip. Never heard of it. Never even heard of Lancer Airsoft, to be honest with you. So I ordered it. So what we're going to do is try to put together a shooting review here in a minute. We'll get this one posted up, and we'll see what we can get it to do. We went for a nice, it's real cool this morning, so we went for a nice little 147-mile ride, and really enjoyed that. Played around, went out to breakfast, you know, that kind of stuff. Now we're here, now we're doing this. So, the Lancer Tactical, 22 caliber. We're gonna put together a shooting review. That's how we do it at the Flying Can Ranch. Whoop, 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 whoop. Catch you later.